the lesson in gender identity from their teacher, who left class one Friday as a man and returned to class the following Monday as a woman. According to reports, 32-year-old Amanda Swagger has been raised as a male named Michael. Amanda learned late in life that she was born genetically female, so she told school officials she planned to transition from Michael to Amanda over the summer break. But when students saw her at a movie theater with her boyfriend and started taking pictures of them together, she decided to come to class on Monday as Amanda. Now, some parents complained about the sudden and surprising change and told school officials they should have been given advance notice. Amanda says, quote, "The big uproar was all about, you didn't notify us way ahead of time so we can talk to our kids." And I said, what's there to notify you about? It's a personal issue. What do you think?
Interesting. That's right. I think it is a personal issue, but I'm not trying to be all this, but I mean, you look at the pictures, it just looks like, oh, okay, today I'm gonna break out my wig. Today is the day. It wasn't like a big transition.
Right.
You know what? It's going down today.
I also agree it's a personal issue. I don't think that you owe everybody an explanation for stuff you're going on through in your personal life. But I think once you show up and you're dressed radically different, you might say, well, you might notice I have made different fashion choices today than in the past. You give people a very short explanation of what's going on, and then that's the end of it. And they can go home and Google that stuff because they probably already know about it at this point. It doesn't have to be. I think they should have prepared the kids. They should have prepared the kids.
I don't think she should have been used. Yes, she does. They don't understand. They're trying to figure this out. And the thing is, they should have used this as a great way to teach them and spread a great message that, you can be trapped inside a body that
doesn't belong. But I think that's going to happen anyway. I think that's going to happen anyway. Everyone's acting
the school should have at least informed them.
But the school didn't know. No one knew but the teacher. The teacher went home.
I think good for her, though, for becoming the woman she's going to be.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It is a personal issue, and I think Amanda felt because the students, a bunch of them saw her and took pictures, everyone was going to talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, I'm coming to school the way the whole class knows how I was over the weekend. Let's move on.
Right.
The first thing is, the teacher got it hard enough to teach these little badass teenagers how to take pictures of people anyway. So first of all, big up to the teacher for coming back every day to teach these badass in his job. And second, now you know I'm always the person that'll stick with a good lie. Why didn't you just say I'm the substitute? Which is that we're all worried about these teenagers. Think about how mean kids can be. Taking pictures of this, taking pictures of the teacher on the weekend, and what she would have faced going back into that time. We'll be right back.
The truth of the matter is, when kids are growing up, they're confused enough as it is. They're having a hard enough time trying to figure out how they go about attracting a mate and keeping a mate. Now, what does it do to a guy if he's dating somebody and he thinks she's a female? And then he comes to find out that the guy has a bigger dick than his. How the fuck is he supposed to react to it? Why is this being thrown in the face of people? But then we don't talk about dirty motherfucking cops. That the perfect crime that they do is when they declare the victim as the criminal and the criminal as the victim. And then the true victim is treated as if they're the criminal. They have no protection from anybody. The truth of the matter is now they're making victims out of people who all they wanted to do was seek a relationship, and then they find out, put 2 rats in a cage if they're males. See if you can have any babies. Put 2 female rats in a cage and see if you can have any babies. That'll tell you right there. Our Maker did not intend for a man to go with a man. He even made the equipment different. On the man is the key, on the female's the lock hole. He also put bumps on the female, so even from a distance, the man could tell that it was a female if he wanted to pursue her. But now we've got a situation of where now we got men with bumps on their chests, and now we got a situations of where men don't even know if they can even find a mate, and now we've got it to where kids are being taught at an early age, that kind of stuff. I find it awfully interesting that they'll prosecute a female teacher if she happens to go with a young student there and turns him away from homosexuality for the rest of his life and makes it to where he only desires women. But it's okay for a man to marry another man? There's over 38 states now in Florida. Bay County is now gay county. So now we got a situation of where you prosecute a teacher, but at the same time, a man can slobber on another man, suck another man's dick, which when a man gets to come down his fucking throat, it goes to his fucking brain. And when it goes to his brain, it changes the motherfucking brain. To that which was once disgusting is no longer. That is the fruit of the poisonous tree. A man shall not lie with another man. But now things are getting so crazy to where they'll take and prosecute somebody who all they wanted to do is live in their home in peace. And these boom cars can go up and down the road and do as they damn well please. Nobody can recognize that the cops are protecting American enemies. In the state of Florida, that's called 876 out of Florida statutes. That's a seditious activity. Things are getting so crazy now where the prosecutor is basically a mercenary. They're not there for right and wrong. Once they sign their oath of the bar or something like that, where it states that they will not pursue an unjust case, they just go ahead and do it. They're a hired gun. That's all they are. So me, Jimbikeman, I'm fixing right now to take on some dirty cops, dirty dispatchers, and as of March 26, 2015, I went to court. I tried to get I think her name was Brittany Foster, Assistant State's Attorney, wouldn't tell me where she went to college, didn't tell me how long she's been out of so-called law school or anything like that, wouldn't sign my paper where specifically I wanted to be guaranteed if she's going to be putting me in prison, jail I mean, could be prison, I don't know, that her ass is on the line too. I even mentioned Title IX, which gave her a right to be able to have that position. But so far, what's been proven to me is when the females, they do get those positions, they forget about the rights of other people. So anyway, this is Jimbikeman here with my sentiments here.